I'm Gail Ellis, and welcome to PEPELT, Picture Books in European Primary English Language Teaching. And our theme for June 2021 is Pride, and our book of the month is Aalfred and Aalbert, a love story by Morag Hood and published by Hoots in 2019. Now, it's a story of how Aalfred and Aalbert fall in love thanks to, or almost thanks to, the matchmaking skills of a small bluebird. As Sandy said, we can use the cover to introduce Aalfred and Aalbert and to find out what children may already know about aardvarks. You might like to show them a short film on YouTube so that they can find out where they live, what they eat, when and where they sleep, for example. And there are some interesting aardvark facts at the back of the book. For example, the name aardvark comes from the Afrikaans language and means earth pig. Now, and you can also use the front cover to introduce some key language. Now, although Aalfred and Aalbert are both aardvarks, they like different things. And they both love sleeping, but they both sleep at different times. So Aalbert sleeps all night and Aalfred sleeps all day. And because of this, they never meet. But the little bluebird is determined that they shall. So I talk about multiple literacies, and this picture book has lots of potential for developing children's awareness and knowledge of how print functions. And this forms part of emergent literacy skills. For example, you can show how the thoughts are made visible through thought bubbles. Sometimes Aalfred thought, I might quite like to be part of a pair, or one of a two, thought Aalbert. And the little bird's plan is also represented in a thought bubble and in pictures. The burrows are labeled in capital letters, and sounds are made visible. For example, here we have the sleeping sound as Aalbert sleeps during the night, and snore as Aalfred sleeps during the day. And here we have Aalbert enjoying the daytime, and the musical notes denote that he is singing as he tends to his flowers. We've also got environmental print, as we can see here. Part of the bird's plan, this is my favorite illustration, he's wearing a piece of broccoli as a hat because his plan is to entice Aalfred down into Aalbert's burrow by leaving a trail of broccoli. And he's put signs up here, which forms part of environmental print, broccoli and best brolicky, some variations on the spelling here. And we've got book titles. Here on the shelf is a book entitled Picnics, and Aalbert is reading a book called Stars. And there's also the play on the double A in aardvark in the names of Aalfred and Aalbert. And you might like to play around with this if there are any, with the names of children in your class, if there are any children who have a first name that begins with A, or with other words that they might know that begin with A. Now, I love the bluebird who is wordless, and the children, in order to develop visual and emotional literacy, the children can read the bird's body positions and expressions. For example, here, very determined. It's very determined. Here, exasperated, frustrated, and here, sad. And they might like to put these emotions and feelings into words as well as the bird's plan. And building on the aardvark facts at the back, children might like to create their own aardvark fact file to develop nature literacy. So despite the failure, well, almost failure of the bluebird, Aalfred and Aalbert do eventually meet, and they live happily ever after. And here is the bluebird looking very happy. So I love this picture book. There is so much to notice, and it's so full of humor, and it depicts love in its different forms. So thank you for listening, and I look forward to hearing from Tasha and Annetta next, and enjoy the break when it comes. Bye-bye.